So the Ford Explorer is currently in its 6th generation, which debuted with the redesign of the 2020 model. The first generation Ford Explorer was introduced in March of 1990 as a 1991 model year. Since then, that model year has received less than 20 reported problems online based on user feedback on numerous websites. But it's model years between 2002 and 2006 that have produced the highest number of problems. The 2002 Explorer alone has recorded the highest number of complaints since the SUV was launched and should be avoided like the plague, according to carcomplaints.com. Most owners experience issues with the transmission, more than 1,500 reported to that website, while another 959 were reported to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Suspension problems received a combined 550, 860 drivetrain problems, and more than 1,200 combined complaints about body and paint problems. That's with the 2002 model year. The 2002 to 2005 Explorer has a very well-established record of expensive transmission failure at under 100,000 miles. Explorer has an enclosed transmission, which typically is replaced with a rebuilt transmission at a cost of around $3,000. Another common problem with the 2002 to 2003 Explorer is wheel bearing failure at around 90,000 miles, with a typical repair bill of $500 to $1,000 depending on how many wheel bearings failed. Let's add some insult to injury. For the 2002 to 2005 Explorer, also had some massive problems with rear panel cracking. While it's a minor annoyance compared to transmission failure, ironically, the crack usually goes right through the Ford logo. The issue most complained about in the 2003, 4, and 5 model years includes body paint problems, followed by drivetrain and transmission problems. For the 2006 Explorer, engine and transmission problems are the most prevalent. The model is ranked worse when compared to the 2002 model year because it has problems that appear at a lower mileage and a higher repair cost. Some owners reported a transmission that lunges and jolts when shifting. This usually costs around $1,800 and experiences around 49,000 miles. Others had to fix the transmission for hesitating, and this cost around $2,800. Radiator leaks were also common and would pop up around 63,000 miles. While it's still early, the redesigned 6th generation 2020 Explorer has received and recorded very few problems. The largest number of complaints filed have been with the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, with 89 drivetrain problems. Here is my review after a week of driving the 2020 Ford Explorer.
Woo! Yeah, no, here we go. And told ya.
Oh, Dave, you know I'm all about the ORV park, but this time I'd also like to see some 0 to 60 times on the pavement. Have some fun throwing that little big SUV around.
This panoramic sunroof, moonroof is awesome. Yeah, love it.
I think it's a great vehicle. I almost bought it. The Platinum version is knocking at the doors of the Mercedes GLE 350 and BMW X5. It's an awesome car. For the money, you're getting a lot.
This is the trim level to get, no question about it. I'm so happy. Thank you, Ford, for giving me the ST trim level to test this week.
I'm a fan of the redesigned Explorer. It now looks great. The previous generation looked like a van, in my opinion. I seriously think they forgot to put a screen in the infotainment center and said, oh crap, let's throw an iPad in there. Nice, but the Kia Telluride looks way better, and for that price, you're in Volvo XC90 territory. Nice, but way overpriced for what you get. But Ford seems to believe that all of their trucks and SUVs are worthy of premium luxury car pricing. My Yukon doesn't have this much space with a third row down. These are comments left below my first video entitled Just Arrived 2020 Ford Explorer. Today I'm going to answer some of those questions and give you a full breakdown of my full week with this 2020 Ford Explorer, and we have the ST trim level. The Ford Explorer is a 3-row mid-size family SUV with seating for 6 or 7, depends on if you have captain's chairs or not, and we have captain's chairs, so you're looking at a 6-seat configuration. More cargo space this year, more passenger space, and a return to a rear-wheel drive format, so that's pretty cool for 2020. They've also added a new hybrid and an ST trim level, and we have the ST trim level. So now this comes in 5 trim levels: base, XLT Limited, ST, and Platinum. Powertrain options are pretty exciting this year for the Explorer. We've got 3 options: a 2.3 liter EcoBoost inline 4-cylinder, now 300 horsepower, 310 pound-feet of torque. It can now also tow 5,300 pounds. There is the option of a turbocharged 3 liter V6. That's 365 horses, 380 pound-feet of torque, and can tow 5,600 pounds. And then our bad boy right here, and boy does it go fast. I love the way this one drives. It's a 3 liter V6, 400 horsepower in the ST, 415 pound-feet of torque. Fuel economy is represented in those numbers, only 18 city, 24 highway, for a mixed driving number of 20 in the ST.
Woo! Yeah, no, here we go. And told ya. Under 6 seconds, 5.9 seconds, 279 feet. Let's do it again. Still in sport mode. 3, 2, 1, boom, bam. Yeehaw, Jesterstead. Woo! 5.5 seconds in sport mode. I've been going in normal and sport almost all week long. I don't care about gas mileage at this point, even though I'm averaging right there around 20 miles per gallon. They say 20-ish is what you should expect, so I'm right there where I should be. But considering how much power I have under the hood, I'm very happy with that.
Here's a breakdown on wheelbase with the Explorer. 119 inches, length is 198.8, and the height is 69.9. So clearly we have a hands-free liftgate and cargo volume in this 3-row family passenger SUV. Again, we have the captain's chair, so we have a 6-passenger configuration. Behind the back row, you're looking at 18.2 cubic feet of volume. I'm going to fold those down, and when I do, it'll increase to 47.9. To do that, all I have to do is push these buttons here on the back. So now the right will go down. And now the left goes down. Push the button and they both come up together. There's the option of pressing the button in the center and they both go down at the same time. And there's your 47.9 cubic feet of volume. Folding down the middle row, you increase it to 87.8 cubic feet of volume. So there you go. There's your cargo space in our family SUV today.
Is it possible to have too much power? Probably not. Although, I'm not saying this is cars for everybody. You have to know how to handle it. This has got some really sharp handling with the ST trim level. Great grip on the road, solid. It's just a lot of power going to the wheels.
Look how wide open the door is and how spacious the entry is into the middle row. This is super comfortable, barely an inconvenience to get inside. And look how much room I have between my knees and the back of the seat, and this is my position as a driver. The captain's chairs give you a lot more room in here. Obviously, you're not bumping shoulder to shoulder. Very spacious. Here's a closer look at my legroom behind the back seat. So you can get a better look at that with a storage compartment behind there for maps, maybe an iPad, tablet, and so on, and some connectivity back here and climate controls. And here's what it looks like in the center without that other seat. So you got a spot for cup holders and extra storage. Well, I have the entire panoramic sunroof revealed, so now here's my headroom, which is not a problem whatsoever with that, and it creates a lot more openness inside the cabin altogether. It looks like a huge vehicle, looks more full-size than mid-size. And there, of course, is your back seat, and let's be honest, that's going to be for kids, for car seats, fold them down for storage. Not the best place for adults, generally speaking. If you were so inclined to go to the third row, here's how you would do it. Use this big step here or right there, slide the seat forward, then, there you go, and then step through to make your way to the back. And when you're done, lift up, slide all the way back, and you're back where you started. Now this might be a little controversial for some people because we have a vertical 10.1-inch touchscreen as opposed to maybe something horizontal. So it looks like a tablet or iPad up on its end. It does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto for 2020. Climate controls down below, just to give you a look at how it lays out. Dial for our 10-speed automatic. Automatic park brake. You got the auto on and off. I'm going to turn this dial here. I'm going to show you the different drive modes available. First off, we have deep snow and sand. We've got trail options, slippery, normal, eco, and sport, and some good color associations with all those different drive modes. By pressing this button here, we have a parallel park out option, so it'll help you park the vehicle. Really comfortable seats here for the ST trim level, nice bolstering in the seats, and a comfortable position for me as the driver. But pop into reverse here in the Explorer. So, oh, there's my dog. My dog Hershey is in the back. So there's no alarm though going off. You can see the car next to me. So we've got the 360 view here and the straight up backup camera. Now if I turn the steering wheel, the lines do move with the steering wheel. And then it says here, because the car is next to me, because the Audi's next to me, you can see there's a warning lights around. Now I'll just press that button here for just the backup directly behind me. And this is a view of, looks like the back in 3 different quadrants, or 3 different sections there. Go back to the surround view, so all the way around there, and then straight up behind me. Here is where Ford puts their wireless charging pad for compatible phones. Kind of an interesting location, don't you think? And just below here is where you find their USB ports. MSRP range is between $33 for the base up to $58 and change for the top trim level. Ours is in the mid-50 range. Absolutely worth a look and definitely a test drive. Do yourself a favor and get to know the 2020 Ford Explorer. I'm glad I did. Until next time, I'm Dave Erickson with Everyman Driver. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Adios. One final note, if you are in the market for a new vehicle soon, great. Connect with your local dealership and price and test drive at least 3 different vehicles. A vehicle's strengths and weaknesses can only be discovered when you are behind the wheel. My reviews can be good, but you need to test drive these yourself. Visit quotes.everymandriver.com, select the make, model, and your zip code, and you'll get invoice pricing in your area on those vehicles. Shop smarter with price quotes at quotes.everymandriver.com.
Thanks for watching. Please click subscribe and give us a thumbs up. See you next time.